Hello students, welcome to the channel. In this video, we'll solve the math calculator section of the March 2021 EST 1. So let's begin. Which of the following is a system of inequalities whose solution is the set of points that belongs to the shaded area in the figure above? Okay, so we have this triangle that we have to define. So we can see that it's entirely above the x-axis. So y should be greater than equal to 0. So option A is out and option C is out, right? Okay, and now we have to find the equation of this line. So we can see that this line will have a negative slope because it's a falling line and it's the region below this line. So here you can see between B and D, the negative slope is this option, right? So the less than region is shown in option B because in D it's greater than. So the right answer is option B. Question 2. In the xy plane, the line determined by the points 3, m and m, 12 passes through the origin. Which of the following could be the value of m? Okay, so it passes through the origin. Let's say this is 3, n, and let's say m, 12. So this is how my line looks, right? So I can use the concept of the slope. The slope of the line would be the same. So let's say I use these 2 points. So m by 3 should be 12 by m. So m squared should be 36. So m is plus or minus 6. So option A. In the xy plane, if a point within coordinates A and B lies in the solution set of the system of inequalities above, what is the maximum possible value of B? So the y coordinate, right? Okay. So let's first draw this one. This is y is minus 10x plus 2000, where the y-intercept is 2000 and slope is minus 10. And this is y equal to 5x, right? And we're looking at the less than region. So we are looking at this region and this region, right? Okay, so the system will be this region where both the regions intersect. So that would be this region, right? So this whole part is the solution to the system. So then I noticed that the maximum possible value of the y coordinate will happen here at the intersection point, because if you go to the left or to the right, then the y value decreases, right? So the y coordinate, the maximum possible value of B is simply the intersection of the two lines. So 5x is minus 10x plus 2000. So 15x is 2000. So x is 2000 by 15. That's the x value. So y would be 5 times 2000 by 15, which is, so 2000 divided by 3. That's the maximum possible value of B, option B. What is the solution to the above system? Okay, so let's first find if we have a solution. So when we have a1x plus b1y is c1 and a2x plus b2y is c2, we find a1 by a2. So that's 2 by 3 by 1 by 3. So that's 2. We find b1 by b2. So that's 1 by 1 by 2. So that's also 2. And we find c1 by c2, which is minus 3 by minus 3, which is 1. So when a1 by a2 is equal to b1 by b2, but that is not equal to c1 by c2, as we see here, then this has a no solution. So this is a null set, option D. When a system of two linear equations has no solutions, how do the graphs of the equation appear? So if they have no solution, basically they don't meet, right? So they are supposed to be parallel. So the graphs of the two equations are parallel. The total revenue of a magic show is 16,360 Egyptian pounds. If each adult ticket to attend the show cost 12 and each children's ticket costs 2, what is the number of tickets of each type sold if 3,480 tickets were sold? Okay, so let the adult tickets be A and the children's tickets be C. So the total is 3,480. And revenue from A tickets is 12A and plus 2C, that is 16,360. So let's just divide this by 2. 6A plus C is 8, 8,180, right? And let's subtract the first equation from the third equation. So 5A is 0, 0, 7, 4. So A is 4,700 divided by 5, which is 9s are 45. So 940 adult tickets were sold. So that's option B. The expression 1.6y plus 10.8 models the number of eligible voters in millions in a certain country from 1990 to 2015, where y is equal to 1 represents the number of years since 1990. Okay, so 1990 is y equal to 1. Find the approximate number of eligible voters in 1999. So 1999 would be y equal to 10. So 1.6 into 10 plus 10.8. So 16 plus 10.8. So that's 26.8. So the closest is 27, option A. Assume that the model continues to hold for future years. What is the difference between the eligible voters in millions in 2020 and 2017? Okay, so y is equal to 1 is 1990. So 2020 would be y is equal to 31 and 2017 would be y is equal to 18. No, 28. Yeah. So then in 2020, the eligible voters is 1.6 into 31 plus 10.8. And 2017, it would be 1.6 into 28 plus 10.8. So the difference is going to be 1.6 into 3. So that's 4.8. Option B. The dot plots above show the scores on a common quiz for the three sections A, B, and C. Knowing that the average score is the same for all three sections, which of the following correctly compares the standard deviation of the scores in each of the three sections? Okay, so here you can see that all the scores are bunched around the mean. So here the standard deviation would be the least, right? Because deviation from the mean. So here everything is close to the mean. So standard deviation is least. Here standard deviation is somewhat higher because there is some spread about the mean. And here the standard deviation will be the highest because the scores are really spread out, right? So XA is less than XB is less than XC. That's the order of standard deviation. Okay, the above bar chart shows the scores of a philosophy test out of 100. And this is the number of students. What is the median score? Okay, so how many students? 4, 4, 8, 5, and 5. So 4 and 4, 8 and 8, 16 plus 5, 21 plus 5, 26 students took it, right? So the median would be the average of 13th and 14th scores. So 4 and 4, 8 and 8, 16. So the 13th and 14th scores is 70. So that's the median. What is the range of the scores? So the highest is 90 and the lowest is 50. So 40. If 5 is subtracted from each score, what do the new mean and standard deviation become with respect to the original mean and standard deviation? Okay, so I'm subtracting 5 from each score. So my total initially was, let's say, 50 into 4 plus 60 into 4 plus 70 into 8 plus 80 into 5 plus 90 into 5, right? This was my total, and this divided by 26 gave me the mean score. So let me call this S. So my initial mean was X. So X is S over 26. Now I'm subtracting 5 from the score of everyone, right? So then my X dash would be S minus 5 into 26 by 26, because for each student, I'm subtracting 5. So that would be, let me write here, X dash is S by 26 minus 5. But S by 26 is X, so X dash is X minus 5. X dash is X minus 5, right? So A and B are out. Okay, what will happen to the standard deviation? The standard deviation won't change, right? Because all the scores have decreased, right? The mean has also decreased. So the deviation from the mean would be the same in the original set and the new set, right? There is no deviation that's changed. So the new standard deviation will be the same as the earlier one. So C. Which of the following variables are discrete? So discrete variables are variables that can be counted, 1, 2, 3, 4. So number of players, yes, you can count that. So this is discrete. Speed is not discrete. Speed is a continuous variable. Academic rank in a class is discrete, 1, 2, 3, 4. Height is continuous and weight is continuous. So 1 and 3 are discrete, D. At 8 a.m., a patient is given a drip feed containing a particular chemical, and its concentration in his blood is measured in suitable units at one interval as shown above. A line of best fit for this equation is also given. Which of the following is the best interpretation of the y-intercept? So the y-intercept is 1.99. So when x is 0, then the y value is 1.99. So if x increases by 1 unit, these are interpretations of slope, so it can't be this. Before drip feeding the patient, the concentration of this particular chemical is expected to be right. So that is correct. Before I start the experiment, when x is 0, then my y-intercept is the concentration of chemical. So that's 1.99. At 9 a.m., the concentration of this particular chemical in this blood. No, that's not correct, because this should be 8 a.m., right? Because at 8 a.m. is when I'm starting, not 9 a.m. So C. If 35% of a number is equal to 2/3 of another number, what is the ratio of the first to the second number? Okay, so let's say the first number is X and the second is Y. So 35% of X is 2/3 of Y. So we have to find X by Y. So 35 by 100X is 2 by 3Y. So X by Y is 2 by 3 into 100 by 35. So can we do something here? Yeah, I think I can do this. 5, 20, 5 into 7. So 40 by 21, right? Option C. Okay, a kiosk sells sizes of pizza and sets the price per slice each week. The scatter plot shows the price and the number of slices sold over 25 weeks along with the line of best fit and its equation. How many slices does the kiosk expect to sell in a week when the price of the slice is 4 Egyptian pounds? Okay, so when the price is 4 Egyptian pounds, how many slices? So y is minus 8.5 into 4 plus 90, right? So 5 fours are 20, 0 carry 2, 8 fours are 32, and 2 34 plus 90. So that's 56, right? So the kiosk expects to sell 56 slices. Okay, what is the best interpretation of the meaning of the slope of line of best fit? So the slope is negative 8.5, which means that if I increase the slice of the price of the pizza slice by 1 Egyptian pound, if I increase the price by 1 Egyptian pound, the number of slices sold will go down by 8.5, right? Because slope is what? Slope is delta y over delta x. So increase in x value by 1 results in decrease in y value of whatever the slope is. So if the price of the slice increases by 1 Egyptian pound, the kiosk expects to sell 8.5 fewer slices. So A is out. If the price of the slice decreases by 1, no, when we talk about slope, we are looking at price increasing by 1 unit. So yeah, increases by 1, the kiosk expects to sell 8.5 fewer slices. So C is the answer. Okay, for how many weeks was the number of slices sold smaller than the amount predicted by the line of best fit? Okay, so this is 25 weeks, right? Right. And for how many weeks was the number of slices sold smaller than that? Okay, so smaller would mean that it is below the line, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, right? So 12 values are below the line. So then the number of slices sold was less than that predicted. So option A. Okay. What is the probability? First, let's read this. In a farm, there are 30 rabbits of 2 sizes, small and big, and 3 colors, white, blue, and gray. Okay, 1 rabbit is selected at random. What is the probability that the selected rabbit is white? So 1 rabbit is selected at random. So we're looking at all 30 rabbits and white is 14. So that becomes 7 by 15, option B. Okay, same data. Suppose that the selected rabbit is not of white color. Okay, not of white color means, so this 14 is out of 30. So 16 is my denominator. These are the rabbits not of white color. What is the probability for this rabbit to be big size? Okay, so big size is 6. So 6 by 16, which is 3 by 8. In a bag, there are 12 identical tokens numbered from 1 to 12. A token is drawn at random. What is the probability to obtain an even multiple of 3? Okay, so even multiple of 3 would happen with 6 and 12, right? So 2 out of 12, which is 1 by 6. A bank has opened a new branch, and as part of a promotion, the branch is offering $2,000 certificates of deposit at an interest rate of 6% per year, compounded semi-annually. Okay, the bank is selling certificates with terms of 1, 2, 3, or 4 years. Which of the following functions gives the total amount a customer will receive when a certificate with a term of K years is finally paid? Okay, so when we do, so what is the basic formula here? A is amount is principal times growth factor to the power time, right? So now my growth factor here would be 1 plus 3 over 100, right? Because this 6% is being compounded semi-annually. So for half a year, I will be applying an interest of 3%. So that's 1.03. And my time period will be how much? If there are k years, then there are 2k half years, right? Because 1 year has 2 half years. So my time period would be 2k. So the amount would be initial 2000 times 1.03 to the power 2k. So that's option D. Which of the following expressions is equivalent to the above expression? Okay, so let's just write it. 2 minus a by 3 squared minus of minus 2 squared 1 plus a squared by 3. Okay, so let's first open this. 4 plus a squared by 9 minus 4a by 3 minus 4 into 1 plus a squared by 3. So this becomes minus 4a squared by 3, right? Okay. So then I get plus 4 and minus 4 cancels. So a squared by 9 minus 4a squared by 3 minus 4a by 3. So a squared minus 12a squared minus 4a by 3. So let me write here, 1 second. So I get minus 11a squared by 9 minus 4a by 3. Okay, now if I take, what can I take common? I think I can take minus a by 3 common. So I get minus a by 3. So then this becomes 11 by 3a plus 4, right? So minus a by 3, 11 by 3a plus 4, option C. Which of the following is a solution for this equation? So let mod x be t. So x squared can be t squared because the square terms will anyway take care of the plus minus sign. So 2t squared minus 7t plus 5 is 0. So 2t squared minus 2t minus 5t plus 5 is 0. So 2t t minus 1 minus 5t minus 1 is 0. So 2t minus 5 and t minus 1 is 0. So t is 5 by 2 and 1 or 1, right? So t can be either of these. Now t is mod x, so mod x is 5 by 2 or 1. So x can be plus minus 5 by 2 or plus minus 1. So from here it's B. Okay, from the set of equations below, which has a real solution? Right, so this one can't have a real solution because when I say root of 2x minus 1, I'm going to look at the positive root. And when I say minus x squared, then x squared is positive, so minus x squared is negative. So that doesn't fit. Okay, absolute value can never be negative, so this doesn't have a real solution. Okay, x plus 1 whole squared cannot be negative 3 because a real number square is always positive or 0. Yeah, this one can have a real solution because this is positive and this can also be positive. So 4 only. Okay, The curve P above represents function f defined by this. What are the values of the real numbers a and b? Okay, so we can work with some of the points. So we see that the y-intercept is -1. So which means that b has to be -1, right? Because b is the y-intercept in this equation. So I can write f of x is -x squared plus ax minus 1, right? Okay, and to find a, I can use this point, -1, 1, -1, 1. So 1 is 1 minus a minus 1. So a, 1 second. Yeah. So let me just write this: -1, -2 minus a. So a is -3, right? Okay, so a is -3 and b is -1, option B. Consider the function f defined by this. What is the ordinate? That's the y coordinate of the vertex of the function. Okay, so you can just see that the x-intercepts are 3 and -2. So the graph will look something like this, right? So the x coordinate of the vertex will be the midpoint of 3 and -2. So h comma k. So h will be 3 plus -2 by 2, which is 0.5. So if the x coordinate is 0.5, the y coordinate of the vertex I can find by putting x equal to 0.5 here. So that's 2 into 0.5 minus 3 into 0.5 plus 2. So 2 into -2.5 and plus 2.5. So that's 6.25 into 2. So minus 12.5. Option D. The solution of this equation is what? 3 to the power x is 5 to the power x minus 2, which is 5 to the power x divided by 5 to the power 2. So that's 5 to the power x divided by 25, right? So I can say 5 by 3 to the power x is 25, right? Yes. So x is log 25 to the base 5 by 3. Okay, and now they want me to present it as ln. So this I can write as ln 25 divided by ln 5 by 3. Right, that's what they wanted me to do. And 25 is 5 squared. So 2 ln 5 divided by, okay, I'll write it here. 2 ln 5 divided by ln 5 by 3. So 2 ln 5 divided by ln 5 by 3, B. Okay, which of the following statements is true? The amplitude of this function is 1. No, the amplitude of a sine bx is modulus a. So that will be 2. So this is not true. The period of this function is pi. Yes, that is correct. The period of a cos bx is 2 pi by b. So that's 2 pi by 2. So that's pi. So this should be my answer. The period of this, no, because the period of a tan bx is pi by b. So that would be pi by 2, not pi by 4. So this is wrong. The amplitude of this, okay, no, the amplitude of the tan function is not defined because tan 90 is not defined. So this is also wrong. So B is the answer. Which of the following is equal to this? 2 minus I divided by 3 plus 2I. So I'll multiply the numerator and denominator with the complement of the denominator, which is 3 minus 2I. So 2 into 3, 6 minus 4I minus 3i plus 2i squared, so that's negative 2, and 9 minus 4i squared, so that's negative 4. Okay, so 6 minus 2 is 4 minus 7i divided by 13. So 4 by 13 minus 7 by 13i, option B. Two numbers are in the ratio 3:5. If 9 is subtracted from each, the new numbers are in the ratio this. What is the bigger number? Okay, so the numbers, let them be 3x and 5x. So 3x minus 9 by 5x minus 9 is 12 to 23. So let's cross multiply. 23 times 3x minus 9 is 12 times 5x minus 9. So 3 3s are 9, 69x minus 9 3s are 27, carry 2. 207 is 60x minus 12 9s are 108. So 9x is 207 minus 108, which is 9 and 9, right? 99. So x is 11. Now, if x is 11, then the numbers are 33 and 55. So the bigger number is 55. A musical band agrees to play for $350 plus 20% of the ticket sales. What is the total sale price of the tickets needed for the band to receive at least $700? Okay, so let the total sale price of the tickets be X, then the band earns 350 plus 20% of X, which is 350 plus 0.2X. And this should be at least 700. So 350 plus 0.2x should be greater than equal to 700. So 0.2x should be greater than equal to 700 minus 350. So 0.2x should be greater than equal to 350. So x should be greater than equal to 350 by 0.2, which is 350 times 5. So 0, 5 to carry 2, 1750. So the minimum that the sales should need to be is 1750. Ahmed runs half the distance to school and walks for the remaining part of the journey. He runs at 3 meters per second, but slows to 2 meters per second for the second half. He takes 55 minutes to complete the trip. Find the distance that Ahmed has to travel. Okay. So let's say this is Ahmed and this is school. So this is the halfway point. So for X, he runs, and for another X, he walks. So what is the time that he takes for running? That would be, let's say X is in meters. So that would be X by 3. And the time for walking is X by 2. And that total time is 55 minutes. But we are working with seconds. So 55 into 60 seconds. Okay, so then we get 5x by 6 is 55 into 60. So 5 into 11. So x is 11 into 60 into 6. So that's 1 second, 660 into 6. So x is 0, 6 carry 3, 3960. So this is 3960, but the total distance that Ahmed goes to school is 2x. So that would be 2 into 3960. So that's 0, 2 6 are 12, 2 carry 1, 2 9s are 18 and 1 19, carry 1, 7920. So the total distance between Ahmed and the school is 7920 meters. A sum of $7,200 is to be divided equally among many people. If 5 people were excluded, each part would increase by $20. What is the number of people? Okay, so let's say there were X people, right? So 7,200 by X was each person's contribution, right? Or rather each person's, what they receive, right? Now 5 people are excluded. So 7,200 by X minus 5. And then the contribution goes up by 20%. So whatever this value was, each person's, that plus 20 is what they get. So then I have an equation here, 7,200 by X minus 5 is 7,200 by X plus 20, right? So what can I do now? I can say, let me write here, 7,200 times 1 by X minus 5 minus 1 by X is 20, right? So let me just clear this. So then I get 7,200 times X into X minus 5. So I get X minus X minus 5, right, is 20, right? So 7,200 times 5 by X times X minus 5 is 20, right? So now I can get a quadratic. So let me write here. Okay. So let me first cancel this. 5 into 4, 20. And 4 into 4 ones are 4, 4, 1,800, right? So X times X minus 5 is 1,800. So X squared minus 5X minus 1,800 is 0. Okay, so can I get 1,800? Let's see, 1,800 is 90 into 20. So 45 into 40. Yeah, so that gives me this. So X squared minus 45X plus 40X minus 1,800 is 0. So X minus 45 into X plus 40 is 0. So X can be 45 or negative 40. So the number of people that we took initially was X. So obviously it has to be 45 positive. So the answer is 45. Let me just write it in a different color so that when I grade this, I can find it. 45 is my answer. Okay. 35. The original price of an article is this and its discount price is this. What is the discount percent? So discount percent is 30,000 minus 27,600 divided by 30,000 into 100. So 004, 2,400 divided by 30,000 into 100. So these two zeros and these two zeros go and right, and these two go. So 8%. Bob is paid an hourly rate. 1 week he earned this by working 40 hours. If he works 40 hours the next week, how much will he earn? Okay, so simple ratio. 165 by X is 30 by 40. So X is 165 into 40 by 30. So that's 3 5s are 15. So that's 220, right? So the next week he'll earn 220. In the polynomial function, what is the value of the constant a if -1 is a root? Okay, so if -1 is a root, then p of -1 has to be 0. So 3 times -1 cube plus a minus 1 times -1 plus 7 is 0. So that's -3 minus a plus 1 plus 7 is 0. So A is 7 plus 1, 8 minus 3, 5. So A is 5. In the xy plane, let this be the equation of a circle with this center and this radius. What is the value of the number k? Okay, so an equation of the circle with center h comma k and radius r is x minus h whole squared plus y minus k whole squared is r squared. So we get x minus half whole squared plus y plus 2 whole squared is 5. So x squared plus 1 by 4 minus x plus y squared plus 4 plus 4y is 5. So x squared plus y squared minus x plus 4y. And then I want to bring this to the left hand side. So plus 1 by 4 plus 4 minus 5, right? So I can actually just get my answer from this because the coefficient of x is -1. So negative 2k is -1. So k should be half, right? And if I put k is half here, then I get -3 into 1 by 4. So -3 by 4. And this becomes 1 by 4 minus 1. So that's also -3 by 4. So k is half. Okay, let's grade this. So we start with the first question. This is March 2021 calculator. Okay, BABDC, BABDC, number 6, BABAC, BABAC, 11 ACDCC, ACDCC, 16 BCABC, BCABC, 21 DDCBB, DDCBB, 26 BD triple B, B, D, B, B, and B. Okay. 31 55 1750, 55 1750, 7920 45 8, 7920 45 8, 225.5, 225 and 0.5. Okay, great. So we got all correct. Hope this exercise helped. If it did, hit like and subscribe to the channel. Let me know in the comment section what other videos you'd like me to upload. I'll see you guys in a new video soon. Take care. Bye-bye.